Hopefully that works okay. Let's see here. Like a man with a painted on sad face, touching an invisible wall. It's a cry, I can't see this behind my shit talk fueled by jealousy and alcohol. Sure, I'm overly critical, but by now I should know better. Maybe I'm just too hard on myself, and it doesn't really matter. The longer I live, the less I know for sure. When I was a younger man, my certainty was premature. There's all these abstract explanations I could conjure up in vain, but I'm the man with the incredible shrinking brain. Do you feel like an actor dressed up in blackface? We're just canaries in a coal mine, carried out the shaft like a suitcase, a trace smeared across our face and brow. The war on race, preference, sex, and creed are indelible and noxious as the fumes. And right before we lose our consciousness, collective conscience lose. The longer we live, the less we know for sure. When we were a younger brood, our certainty was premature. There's all these abstract explanations we could conjure up in vain, but we're people with incredible shrinking brain. Are an incredible shrinking brain. Create the food from a farmer's plow, 2 fathoms deep, shouted across the bar. Anger and hatred are caustic to the vessel to which it's stored, far more than to anything on which it's poured. makes me no false show. When we were a younger brood, our certainty was premature. There's all these abstract explanations we could conjure up in vain. But we're people with incredible shrinking brains. Are an incredible shrinking brain. Ooh, yeah. That's a song that I wrote called The Incredible Shrinking Brain. Hey, thank you for that, Stylin'. I really appreciate that a great deal. It is very much true, and I'm appreciative. Thank you for posting that. All right. This is another one that I wrote. It's called Drunk on Your Mystique. This is a totally different vibe. Near those unfamiliar waters, I heard the song of passing ships. Was at an estuary harbor. It was shaped just like the contour of your hips. Incantations set us out the under every eclipse. Poetry in a beady mob, written beneath your lips. Single spot of punctuation with a soft and brief. In a whisper, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Am I governed by a trade wind? I nudged along by changing tides. Eats an ebb and flow towards harbor that penetrates the show of your generous divide, yeah. Incantation set us out the under every eclipse. Poetry in a beady mob, written beneath your lips. Single spot of punctuation with a soft and brief. In a whisper, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Set us off the under every quips. The poetry in a beauty mark, written beneath your lips. A single spot of punctuation of a soft and brief. In a whisper, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with the drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping in a fantasy with a drunk on your mystique. Oh yeah, sipping in a fantasy with a drunk on your mystique. Alright, that's a song that I wrote called Drunk on Your Mystique. Well, what up, Curtis? I do not know any One Direction. I'm so sorry. I think I learned a One Direction tune for a guitar student years ago, and I can't remember which song it was. It's on my phone, though. I bought it on Apple Music. Thanks for bearing with me through the sound issues. I was doing another live stream before this one, and suddenly I started getting a lot of issues with it. So, sorry about that. Let me see here. All right. This is a song about whether or not there's a God or not, and it's called Infinite Jest. Maybe God gave the punchline, and we were too young to interpret the meaning. Or maybe we're all just a comedy of errors, and so on and on. Logic wrestles with feeling. Universe, are we all alone in an endless space full of human abstraction? The chills running up and down my spine, a conversation, or just a chemical reaction? And if God already tipped its hat and gave its last regards, with infinite jest and a question written in the stars. Who here thinks God's got a sense of humor? Maybe one day raise your hand. Despite what you've read between wonderment and rumor, our only sacrament is our ability to try to understand. Universe, are we all alone in an endless space full of human abstraction? The chills running up and down my spine, a conversation, or just a chemical reaction? And if God already tipped its hat and gave its last regards, with infinite jest and a question written in the stars. The chicken from the egg from the chicken. We take it all so serious with our scientific method. If we could learn to laugh with egg on our face rather than be angry and different in tepidity, flato flit-da-da-doo, flit-da-da-doo. Flittle-bitty-da, flit-da-bit-do. Mixed up somewhere between particles and strings and the King of Kings, we might find an answer. And maybe God just speaks in stones and trees and the bones of things like an exotic dancer. Universe, are we all alone in an endless space full of human abstraction? The chills running up and down my spine, a conversation, or just a chemical reaction? And if God already tipped its hat and gave its last regards, with infinite jest and a question written in the stars. With infinite jest and a question written in the stars. With infinite jest and a question written in the stars. That's a song that I wrote called Infinite Jest. It's about it, whether or not there's a God or not. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So far, my day has been really killer. And you're a lot of the reason for that, so thank you for being here. My name is Myque Vitale. I'm a songwriter. I like meeting new people, so hopefully I have the opportunity to meet you today. We'll try to do that one of these days, Carlo. Where are you based out of, by the way? Out of curiosity. I thank you so much, Nadia. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is a song about me running away from home in second grade because I wanted to be a werewolf. This is an absolutely positively true story. And in typical holiday fashion, I actually wrote this as a Christmas gift to my mom and dad. Give me a moment here. I need to make an adjustment. There we go. I just wanted to turn the reverb down a little bit. Let me see here. Hopefully that is all. There we go. Excellent. All right, this is called Running Away from Home. I grew up in the Central Valley of California, the San Joaquin Valley. It is a farming community, like a humongous farming community. If you've never driven through this part of California, you would be astounded by the amount of farmland in the middle of it. So I grew up there, and I wanted to be a werewolf when I was in second grade because I saw Michael J. Fox in this movie called Teen Wolf. And it's not a good movie by any stretch of the imagination. But then again, when you're 7, you don't need a good movie. You just need a story. And that's all I had. I had a story, and it was a story of a family that all became werewolves. And I thought, man, that'd be really cool to be a werewolf too. Belgium. I had a friend growing up from Belgium. We'll talk about that more. Okay, anyway, this is called Running Away from Home. Watching the movie Teen Wolf put the notion in my head that being human's boring, I'd rather be a werewolf instead. But knowing getting bit by one could be a difficult proposition, I reckon that the wilderness would improve this disposition. So we lit out at dawn for the mountains in the distance. My best friend Brandon Long and Tono died for my insistence. 1985 was the year of our independence. 2 empty seats in a second grade class while the teachers called in attendance. But there's no need to worry, I've got everything I need. The sandwich and the blanket and the way to succeed. Well, I'm heading towards the hills where all our wolves roam. So long, mama, I'm running away from home. In order to ensure a proper werewolf transformation, my days before departure were spent researching scholastic publication. And according to my sources, folklore lended several options, all of which I applied myself to their immediate adoption. One of which involved drinking water from a werewolf footprint. But since that was in hand, it felt the dogs would be sufficient. And when the full moon changing never came, I was left with one volition: to pursue a pack of wolves to bring my dreams into fruition. But there's no need to worry, I've got everything I need. I would have asked for your approval, but I knew you never agreed. So I'm heading towards the hills where all the long wolves roam. So long, mama, I'm running away from home. Getting to the foothills to be a day's worth of travel. But getting spotted by adults would make my well-laid plans unravel. Knowing we wouldn't make it far, walking streets in broad daylight. We were out there to boats the canals to keep us out of sight. The sun was near to setting and my plow was sitting pretty. Brandon and I had one street left to reach the outskirts of the city. Yet one small problem remained and left Brandon and I debating. The portal that would lead us beneath the street was covered by metal grating. But there's no need to worry, we've got everything we need. We can climb this chain link fence and then you and I will be home free. We're heading towards the hills where all the lone wolves roam. So loud, Mom, I'm running away from home. And just as I reached the top of the fence, a squad car changed the setting. The officer rolled down his window and asked where we were heading. Pointed towards the mountains and he got a twinkle in his eye. Man, that's a long ways away, boys. Hop in, I'll give you a ride. But there's no need to worry, I've got everything I need. A sandwich and a blanket and the will to succeed. Well, I'm heading towards the hills through all the long woods road. So loud, Mama, I'm running away from home. So loud, Mama, I'm running away from home. So loud, Mama, I'm running away from home. All right, that's a song that I wrote called Running Away From Home. If you happen to like it, I've got various versions of it, acoustic versions as a duo, with a band, you name it. It's on all the streaming services, here on YouTube as well. Mehmet, what up? Nadia, what up? Petra, what up? Belgium. I had a friend named Dieter Timmerman from Belgium in elementary school. I liked hanging out with Dieter. We'd trade sandwiches with each other. He had Nutella. I had never had Nutella before before Dieter. And we used to trade sandwiches occasionally, and it would be like some sort of Nutella crazy goodness. Memories. His dad was a professional dirt bike racer. And after he had a couple kids, he stopped racing professionally and was making air filters for them, if I remember correctly. And they had a very nice house and a trampoline. And I like trampolines. Thanks, Nadia. Let's see. Oh, sorry to be making all those noises. Let's see here. I'd love to do this one. This is called Empty Circle. This is your first time hearing me. My name is Myque Vitale. I'm a singer-songwriter. Everything I've been playing this set so far is all original music. And it's all stuff that you can listen to currently, if you're inclined to do such, on any of the streaming services. One moment. Years ago, I was in this relationship with a girl, and she broke up with me right after Christmas. And like a year and a half later, after I had processed it for a while, I wrote this song. I was a table, but now I'm a rug. It's raining outside. Your shoes are covered in mud. I was a Christmas tree, but now it's past Christmas Day. I got tossed out with a crumpled gift wrap you throw away. It was fun while it lasted. Ooh, now I'm left here feeling slanted, walking in footsteps that seem to be mine. a snowy path of prints through a forest of pine. Off in the distance, there's a vanity light. It shines through the window of my home at night. Ooh, wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday. Ooh, chill of snow numbs my pain as this crooked line became an empty circle. I was opine, but now I'm non-verbal. I am a footnote to your story life. I'm all alone. You're someone else's wife. A tiny table, the setting for warmth. The holiday supper has already begun. Ooh, as a child lost in the woods at night. Ooh, I search for a pathway towards the light. As this crooked line became an empty circle, I was opine, but now I'm non-verbal. All right, that one's called Empty Circle. You're very welcome, Petra. Thank you for being here. Sukkot, pleasure. Thanks for hanging out. Man, I'm so stoked over the period of about the last month and a half. I've been, live streaming on here a lot. And I think I've had like 400 new subscribers in that period of time, and I'm just so floored by that and very thankful for it. Thank you for those of you that found me on a live stream and have been coming back and listening. That means a great deal to me. I had definitely lost faith in YouTube. That's without a doubt. And you're restoring my faith in it. I don't think it's going to take too much more effort for me to get to about 2,000 subscribers, and I'm appreciative of that. There's like a hoop that Google gave us artists or creators where we have to have 3,000 and then 4,000 watch hours from people, and live streaming is helping me to meet that. So hopefully in the period, some point into 2025, I'll be able to start making some money off of the advertisements that they're running on my channel, regardless of whether I want them to or not. It would very much help me out as a musician. I don't have a day job, I just do music full time. And not exactly killing it, if I'm to be honest with you. But I'm trying, and that's the important thing. I've got a friend that has a song called Trying. is very much the truth of life. We just have to try and try and try, you know. I'd love to do a couple of songs that I have in an alternate tuning, if you don't mind me taking a moment to do that. So if you have any interest in my music and you're interested in subscribing, you're more than welcome to. I also completely understand if that's not your vibe at all. It helps all of us creators to do that, though. Let's see. This is another breakup song, and it's called Gone. And I wrote it to try to capture the state of mind I was in shortly after that breakup that I mentioned a little bit earlier, because I feel like I very much felt like I was losing my mind at times. And that didn't feel very good. I feel like I can't be alone in that sentiment. Scratch that, I can, but I certainly don't think that's the truth. I think a lot of people go through this. All right, this is called Gone. Found a picture of the two of us when we were out drinking. You were smiling at the camera and I was blinking. And as quick as any moment ever comes along, there you were and now you're gone. Like a rowboat song floating on downstream. Maybe happiness and hurt in life is truly just a dream. 'Cause like anything good that ever comes along, it floats downstream until it's gone. And as the crazy stops pacing between my ears, the silence between us goes from days to weeks to months to years. Boy, you keep trying, you're gonna make it worse, until everything she says is cordial but terse. Fighting for a heart that'll never bend. It's like staring at love through a looking glass from the opposite end. It was close to you before you looked along. Now it's far away and then it's gone. And as the crazy stops pacing between my ears, the silence between us goes from days to weeks to months to years. Boy, you keep trying, you're gonna make it worse, until everything she says is cordial but terse. Found a picture of the two of us when we were out drinking. You were smiling at the camera and I was blinking. And as quick as any moment ever comes along, slowly floats downstream until it's gone. It was close to you before you looked along. Now it's far away and then it's gone. 'Cause like anything good that ever comes along, you close your eyes and then it's gone. Alright, that one is called Gone. If you like it, it's available on all the different streaming services as an acoustic sort of thing like that, and also with a band. In just a moment. Hey Kat, I'm in an alternate tuning at the moment, so I'm not going to play any Christmas music because I don't know any Christmas music in this tuning. I wouldn't mind playing one for you in a couple songs though, if you're sticking around. Thanks Tina, I appreciate that, thank you. Oops. Towards the outer rim of cold and harshest fly, but back around again you turn to Jim, a florid wire, highest hairspun bewitching post to admire from the ground. Or better yet, you near to me as you make your sunlit round. You would comet and brush along the sky and then return to his journey alone. You would give from the heavens a love and creation wrapped in the confines of flesh and bone, to find spark and the emergence of life. A creature who will listen to the balance, perfect and right, perfect and right. Silence looms amongst the cold, alone in black and night. So I exhaust myself to bring you all my energy and light. My lambent dry at distance tucks you closer for reprise. The beginnings of our universe reflecting in your misty eyes. You're a comet who rushed along the sky and then returned to his journey alone. You would give from the heavens a love and creation wrapped in the confines of flesh and bone, to find spark and the emergence of light. Creature who will listen to the balance is perfect and right, perfect and right. The mass of love that draws you closer to my warming light, melt your inner being to release you from your flight. The gift you'll share was that are standing on our earth. Watch our loving embrace and our universal birth. You were comet who rushed along the sky and then returned to his journey alone. You were gift from the heavens, a love and creation wrapped in the confines of flesh and bone, to find spark and the emergence of light. The creature who will listen to the balance is perfect one's called Mark Twain. That's a song that I wrote. If you happen to like it, it's available on all the different streaming services. Thanks, Nadia. Oh, I have. He's great. Stephen Wilson Jr. My friend in Arizona showed me him after he released that album for his dad that passed away. And he's doing some cool stuff. I enjoy him. He's like an interesting mixture of like country and grunge and funness. He plays a lot on a nylon string guitar and uses a lot of really huge reverbs on his guitar, which I'm like, yeah, that's fun. It's cool. Hope you're doing well, Nima. Well, with that being said, I guess I'm going to get out of here. You guys can go check out Stephen Wilson Jr. He's really good. But